Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler for each series of these I would do for a little while. I'll go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I absolutely was distracted by my seatbelt going back up, but I am a professional, folks, and I kept it on point. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my Heartsick shirt. Yeah. Only thing I don't like about this shirt, it's got like the small little logo over there, and then like the back of it is much cooler. I think when I went to get it from the merch table, I saw the back of it and was like, oh yeah, I want to get that. And then I realized it and was like, oh, okay. People can look at my back though, and it's really badass, trust me. But anyway, what is Heartsick? Heartsick is a band. If you watch a channel, you already know I love bands. I love going to live shows. I ran into these guys a few years ago. They were on tour, I believe, the band called Killer's Confession. And they were one of the touring bands at the time, who I'd never heard of. And pretty quickly, they impressed the hell out of me. I just really loved what they were doing, the level of energy that they had on their show. The crowd response was great to them. It was a really good show. All the bands were great, but Heartsick definitely was one of the ones that stood out for me. So obviously I got some merch. I also got some videos of their performance. They're on the channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, I just got through reviewing a very sexy new sandwich from a local place that I love called Zenwich. That was their spicy garlic brisket. Go look up that review. But that wasn't the only new sandwich that they had. They also had another one, which is a boom, and it's got a little thing there. This is their Sichuan spicy chicken sandwich. Ooh. Consists of golden crispy breaded chicken breast, tangy pickled cucumbers, cilantro, jalapenos, romaine, and then I'm going to mispronounce the hell out of this. I'm going to go with laugma, or maybe that's lagma. I don't know. Laognama. Laugamon. That's what Laugama. That's what I'm going with. Laugama aioli. I don't know what that is, but it sounds amazing and delicious. What with this being a sandwich review, I'm going to tag this in as a sub sandwich, and then that means I have to preface this with three things real quick. Number one, for over 3 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. What that means is I've been going out to basically every place that sells sub sandwiches in my area, be they chain locations, delis, Walmart, what have you. If they've got sub sandwiches, I'm trying them out, I'm reviewing them, I'm posting them on my YouTube channel. But such a nice guy, I don't just post my YouTube channel. That's where the second part of this comes into play. Because I go over there, I have an entire playlist called Subs for Subs. That's where all of my sub sandwich reviews go. At the time I'm doing this, folks, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews in that playlist. But maybe you're greedy, maybe you want even more sub sandwich review and goodness. That's where number 3 comes into play. Because, folks, all you have to do is wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. Sunday is the day that I go over there and I upload my sub sandwich reviews. It's going to end up in that playlist I was talking about. You're going to have a good old time. But anyway, let's take a look at this. Oh, and what with it being from a local establishment, it's also going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just cool Illinois spots. Oh, yes. All right, let's get a thing. Oh, it's so delicious looking. Oh, sandwich. Let's put you over there. Let's get a thing for the thing here, if we can. I believe we can do it. I have the capacity, and with your support, we will get a thing for the thing. Like, kind of compose it like that. It looks like that. It's so cool. All right, let's get a thing for the thing here and go, ha 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 ha. And let's go ahead and get ourselves some, I can already taste the spice on it. I'm liking that. Let's give it a go. One of the things that I love about Zenwich, and they're one of my favorite local spots. I could eat there every fucking day and be happy. One of the things I love about their food is that everything that is in the description of their food is exactly what it tastes like. Like, a lot of places, you go over there, I mean, I've been to plenty of instances where I've gone over there, I've ordered something off a menu from some place, and, the description has it like this, and it's got this ingredient. And then you get into it, and realistically, you're not getting that experience. Certain elements just don't feel like they're playing that big of a role, or, and you feel a little bit let down. Not with Zenwich. Never once. Their stuff always comes through exactly the way it's described. Every ingredient plays a role, and this is a phenomenal fucking sandwich. I love the pickled cucumbers. I'm not a big pickle guy, but pickled cucumbers, striking flavor, not as vinegary, and it adds like a really nice freshness, plus I love the texture to it. Fantastic. And whatever the hell the Laoganma aioli is, that is baller. I am loving that, man. It's definitely got a little bit of a kick to it. It's so good. I love the spice level on this. Especially, get a little bit of that jalapeno in there. Kind of goes over there and flares up in your mouth a little bit. With the one I just did, the spicy garlic one, that was really good too. But the one point of contention I did have with it a little bit was I would have liked a little bit more spice. This, I feel, has maybe a slightly more appropriate level of spice. It's kind of warm in my mouth. I like it. It's not crazy spicy or anything, but chicken, cooked to perfection, man. Bite into it, it's nice and crispy, but at the same time, nice and juicy on the inside. And especially with almost like a cutlet type of thing, that can be real easy to dry out. It cannot make that much of an impact against all these flavors. Not the case here. It's delicious. Even with that delicious aioli, which is nice and tangy, a little bit hot. Even with the pickled cucumbers, whatever the else. You also have the cilantro, which I know a lot of people don't like cilantro. I love cilantro. I love it in this, adding to the freshness of it. And like I said, you've got the romaine, you've got the jalapenos. Jalapenos, I think, are a fantastic addition to this. They don't come through crazy with the flavor. You do get a little bit of it, but again, they're just adding that warmth to the whole thing. It's fantastic, man. Plus, I love their bread. Fantastic fucking sandwich bread. But, it's so good. By the way, I should mention, there's a new sandwich on their menu, too. Same thing with the, oh, that heat is fantastic. Same thing with the brisket as well. Oh, it's so good. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with absolutely and absolutely. I have been a little bit gobsmacked by these new additions. Because the thing is, I've had, I think, pretty much every sandwich on Zenwich's menu over the years. So them going over there and adding in these new ones, there's also another new one, which I'll have to try another time, but them adding in these new options, man, it's like, okay, not only do you have to be good, you need to be able to stand tall with all the other ones that, are already established. I would say that these are fucking fantastic. I would even say that I might prefer these over some of the other established ones. Some. I like this, man. It's a really nice, juicy chicken cutlet. Again, I love all the flavors. I love the heat to it. As much as I like the brisket, the one that I just reviewed, because I really enjoyed that one too, I think I probably prefer this one oh so slightly, which means, just like with that one, I'm calling this the business. And folks, if You watch my channel, you already know what that is. If you don't, when I refer to something as being the business, that means it's pretty much a perfect item. You can maybe tweak a little bit here or there. You can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But fundamentally, it's just, structurally perfect. And that is definitely the case with this. This is certainly one of the best chicken sandwiches I've ever had. I love all the elements. The chicken itself is still the hero, and it's just full of flavor, and in such a way that, I've certainly had, with the possible exception of the Laugenma aioli, certainly had all of those other things, but composed and put together the way it is, it's just fantastic. It's, like I was saying, thing I love about Zenwich, their stuff tastes like the stuff that it's supposed to taste like. If I'm recommending it, though, I'm 100% recommending it. About the only thing I would say to somebody potentially looking at it, it does have a little bit of kick from the jalapeno and from the aioli. It's not crazy spicy, warms up your mouth a little bit, but, if you're not into spiciness, just to keep it in mind. But otherwise, just all the flavors, folks. But at the same time, none of them feel like they're taking over. All of it tastes really fucking good. It's just, yes. But 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Over there yourselves a truly Laugenma-tastic rest of your life, even if I can't pronounce it. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, how the hell do I pronounce the Laugenma? Am I pronouncing it even vaguely correctly, or am I completely off my ass? Let me know, because, I try to be as appropriate as I can with these pronunciations, but goofy white dude from the Midwest of the United States. Only so much I can do. But I'm always learning. Anyway, bye.